He had a conviction.
I had a moment in my journey where I had grew a disdain for Wayne just because I started listening to everything. Like I started maturing as a human, and I'm like, damn. This nigga wasn't talking about nothing for a long time. And
I think that's what his argument was.
You know, like as someone who like grew up in these communities, right, and grew up with homies who I seen want to be Bloods because they following Wayne and want to be gangster and want to shoot all the gun bar and shit. Right. Like I've seen the negative that he contributed to the community, and I had to look like, man, what are the songs where he really talked about something and gave? And out of 1,000-song catalog, you know, it's minute on this end.
It's like Georgia Bush.
And that do bother me. Man, Tie My Hands.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Tie My Hands is the only one I can think of.
And that's the thing. It's like, if I hug you once, but I slap the shit out you 1,000 times, you know, your affinity for me is going, you're probably going to remember me for this. And a lot of people don't, you know, as I mature, a lot of my old favorite artists, I'm now like, damn. Yeah. Like, I love you because I learned how to rap to you, but when you look at the contribution, it's like, man.
LARussel is Cash Money for life. So I want to know y'all thoughts. I see Slim got J. Cole in the background. Kamal, you like music. Is that correct what he said about Weezy?
Nah, first of all, Doc, you ain't feeling the jacket, bro.
This nigga inside with the Eskimo jacket on, like, giving an opinion on Wayne. This nigga don't get the fuck out of here.
And that's LARussel, bro. You feel me from Vallejo. You feel me? But I'm gonna be honest though. I agree with LARussel though. Be 1,000 with y'all because it's my thing. Lil Wayne has showed us he can provide a record that is like, you know, conscious and talking about what's going on with like us in society. He done did like 2 records like that. But other than that, it's like phenomenal rapper, but he ain't really saying shit. He talk about, you know, drinking lean and riding on unicorns and shit and slapping the fattest ass he could see most of the time. So it's great rapping, you know what I mean? Great bars, but at the end of the day, yeah, out of 1,000 songs, 998, he wasn't talking about shit. Let's be honest.
So why I can't agree with LARussel is because Lil Wayne capitalized on a commercial sound and bars and made a lot of money and a lot of music, very popular. LARussel has dropped 40 independent albums, and he wants that same success because he went from having this independent ideal to just signing a deal that he sold to kids. So he wants the same success Lil Wayne has. And for Lil Wayne to have that success, he had to contribute to music in this manner because that's what sold. So if you want that success, that's what sold. So now that LARussel has decided he's not going to play the independent role no more, we'll see how he compromises his musical choices in order to get that success. Like a lot of dudes made music a certain way, and very few of them stuck to that to keep the success going. It's few like Cole. Cole makes the same music that he made before he got. If you go listen to the Come Up and some of his songs that he just dropped, they have the same, you know, ideals in it, but a lot of dudes aren't like that because it's hard to capitalize on that success.
Slim, you got J. Cole in the background. Was LARussel right about Lil Weezy?
I'm gonna say yeah, man, because all it is getting older, especially as a man, and Cole got a song on there called "I Love Her Again" or "I Still Love Her." It's about hip hop. But the way that song is broken down is like, yo, you don't even listen to me no more type shit. And he like, yo, how the hell I could listen to you? You know, I got kids now. You know what I'm saying? So I understand where Brody is at when you reflect on what you was listening to and the substance of what it was delivering. What was it really talking about? As opposed to a J. Cole, you have better cadence, you have substance. So I've been following Cole for years because of that reason. I'm a hip hop lover, but I always said when I first heard this young man, he was going to be the best. And I saw it back then because of his cadence. You look at him, he didn't follow the wave, no tattoos, no twerking in no videos. He got the same wife, same kids. It's a reason for that. At the end of the day, the lyrics is what designed the culture. And as you get older, your fans don't want to fuck with that shit no more because they grown out of it. So I understand that shit 100%.
So LARussel didn't respond to people saying that he was talking about Weezy. This is what he had to say.
Words of the great Dwayne Carter, real niggas fuck with me and I don't give a fuck who don't. And niggas can spin it however, but you know, my message wasn't even out of malice. I love Wayne. I wouldn't be the rapper I am today without. He inspired me to do so much. He inspired me to have bars. But he also inspired me to smoke weed, sip lean, fuck bitches, shoot guns, all those things. And I turned out great. But that's the power of being influential, nigga. I love Wayne, nigga. Fuck y'all. I'm finna blow the whistle on the industry real quick. In the industry, is two forms of marketing that's used heavily. It's seeding and it's clipping. Whenever you see academics, say cheese, rap, bars, etc., all posting the same thing around the same time with the same narrative, that's a seeding campaign. It means someone gave them a budget and some content and a narrative to spread to the world. These two things have been monumental and beneficial to artists like myself as well, because whenever I have a viral moment, I'm able to mass distribute the moment to the world. On the flip side of that, most of these places don't have no integrity. So as long as you got the budget, you could get them to post anything and use their platform. Yesterday, probably like 20, 30 platforms across Instagram and Twitter all posted the same clip of me at the same time with the same narrative. 30 niggas thinking the same thing, watching the same interview at the same time. None of them have ever posted anything from me. They ain't posted when I paid rent in my hood. They ain't posted when I bought our restaurants. They ain't posted when I helped these kids. They ain't posted nothing I've ever done. But randomly, they all watching this interview and decided we should post this. And the title says, LARussel says this about Lil Wayne after signing to Jay-Z. What the fuck that got to do with anything? That's somebody with a budget and content and a narrative saying, hey, go run this. Niggas want to try to tarnish what a nigga built, but you can't. The problem is God chose me, nigga. Man can't stop what God put in motion. They doing everything they can because I did everything they can't, nigga. I broke the system. I made it from my fucking backyard. It ain't ironic that all of a sudden niggas talking about LARussel everywhere at the same time with the same narrative. It'll never work, nigga. I'm from the fucking Bay. Nigga, I break the internet. The internet don't break me.
Hey, hold on. Can I say something? Hey,
yeah.
Doc, I get what you're saying, because when he said that line, I broke the system, to seeing from looking outside in, it's like, but you signed to a label. We don't know what type of deal he got,
right?
But it's just the fact that he signed to a label. It's like, you can't break something that you entering into something. I don't know. Shit kind of confused.
And he was like, all these people is talking about him. They talking about you because Wayne's name is monumental, not because LARussel's name is monumental. LARussel got some good music, but I'd be lying. I ain't got a single LARussel song downloaded on my phone.
I'm about to look him up. I never even heard of the nigga.
He got some good music now. I ain't gonna front. He got bars, but nobody is talking about LARussel because LARussel went out and became and made it from the Bay. Like, we talk about LARussel because he made a what most people are considering a goofy comment about Lil Wayne. And for whatever LARussel thinks about Lil Wayne's music, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Lil Wayne sold a lot of music. So you can't argue. He took over a wave. So even when he thinks about that, you got to think about a dude who's rapping at 14, a dude who's coming from the trenches and growing up rapping, you know what I'm saying, and is living poor. And some of this music is made at 16, 18, 19, 20. Most of Wayne's best music is made in his early 20s. You know what I mean? What type of mindset do you Of course, we talking about sipping lean, getting high, and slapping the biggest booty bitch we can find on the ass. That's what most motherfuckers in their early 20s is rapping about. He in his teens in the early 20s. Like,
I think, Doc, I think what the problem is, and I heard this, you know what I mean? Shout out to Dewan B, one of the greatest music historians out there, you feel me? He actually mentioned it too, where it's like, Wayne has been famous since he was a fucking teenager. Why are you talking about blood shit? Why are you talking about being a blood and being in this gang and da-da-da shit? Most of us is looking at you like, wait a minute, you've been fucking famous since 14. You ain't been in that gang type of shit until he got older. And it's like, it looked weird. It looked like, you know what I mean? So sometimes it might not be the lean and the big, I mean, it's overused, but I think it's more that the gang and the shooting and all that shit. And it's like, he said he got shot, but he shot himself.
I think that came out as part of commercial culture though, Kamal, because then I think like he ushered in that wave of that, because then you got like Soulja Boy and Chris Brown calling themselves gang members. You see what I'm saying? You had every person in the industry. You had R&B singers talking about their gang affiliations, and he was just on the forefront of that, and he realized he could sell that. So I think part of this is them really, they sell an image. They sell. It wasn't as much internet back there. He's selling Vibe magazine covers and these type of things. You know what I mean? So the game was different, and they came from Louisiana, and they kind of like brought their self in with the bling bling and the hood rat type vibe. You know what I mean? So they kind of had to. You got to lean into that for success. LARussel wants the same success.
But the Hot Boys are based on a real gang crew. It's Gangsta, Sterling, Dooney, and Mosquito, from people that really will affiliate with Cash Money. That's who the Hot Boys are actually based on. And Gangsta is actually Birdman and
Birdman, little brother, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to play this clip of the Hot Boys.
It's the end of the show, so we're going to do our little shout-out. Light it up. I want to shout out the host, Mario, Sammy, Jay, Fifi, T-Red, Lil Maul, my mama, everybody else, you heard me, rest in peace, Rabbit. Do your thing. What's happening, Pam? Miss Pamela. But shiggity, man. What's up? Look, I want to holler at my little shorty, baby, B. Jeezy. You heard me? Little Christian, you heard? What's up, Miss Sim, Miss Carol? You understand that my whole Cash Money family, you dig? I got to send a shout out to my family, my brother, my people locked up in prison, you know what I'm saying? No doubt. On in a minute, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Hold it, keep your head up, player. Who gave it? My turn? But she's, you understand, off the top, I got to give it up to the Sugar Don, the granddad of it all. My mom and my dad, and rest in peace. My brother and my sister, rest in peace. And all my homies on the block who hustling hard for the cheddar. And my homeboy Bryce, I ain't forget you. And my homeboy Giggly, I ain't forget you, you understand? Uptown for life. Cash Money Millionaires Project. What's up, Fred? My turn? I gotta give a shout out to Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And give a shout out to Jesus. Miss Jackson. I'm out, yo. Last song, number one, Miss Jackson, Outkast. Thank you all that.
But yeah, Giggity, that's who he was talking about. Gangsta is one of the people affiliated with the Hot Boy crew. So Wayne was around some stuff. He was around some gangsters.
No, but I think it's more of like, it's not the whole gangster aspect, it's him becoming a blood though. It's like at some point, it's like, when do you kind of either grow with your audience or have your audience grow with you? You feel what I'm saying? It's like at some point, you feel, just think, if Wayne didn't do the whole blood shit, join the Bloods and all that shit, who would have said Chris Brown would have done that shit? Or Soulja Boy would have done that shit? They'd have been like, okay.
Chris Brown don't say the blood stuff though. Chris Brown does though.
No, what I'm saying is if Lil Wayne was like not on the blood shit, you feel what I'm saying? He might have changed the trajectory of other artists trying to be on that blood shit, from R&B singers to other hip hop artists. You know what I mean? And it's like, you got to think to yourself, at what point does an artist sit with himself and be like, wait a minute, a lot of the shit I'm rapping, I'm personally not really even doing like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, do I want my audience to grow with me and help them out, or I'm going to keep just pushing the same shit?
But I think that's easier. We all in our 30s or 40s right now. This age, he 21. Kamal.
Who?
Wayne. He 21, 22 when he got on the blood stuff. He wasn't that old. Go look it up. He wasn't that old. He was young. He younger than 25. So if somebody come to you at 25 and say, yo, I got a bag for you, but we gonna go this direction, most young dudes are gonna accept it. You know what I mean? So do I think it's a misstep? I think it was a misstep because I do think he ushered in that era of everybody being from a gang. Like before, it was kind of like a West Coast thing, and everybody understood it. You know what I mean? That's what they did out there. And maybe in Chicago they had different gangs, like places like that. But he brought it for where it was like dudes from the middle of nowhere, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, we got Crips and Bloods out here as well. You know what I mean? So I think he changed it in that manner. And I think but he was a young dude at the time. Like he was super young.
Okay. But okay, let me ask you this then. Like when did he stop doing the whole affiliation thing, or he just kept it going?
I think he transitioned from that to kind of becoming like a skateboarder, rock star type dude later on. When he got in his 30s and stuff, he became like skateboard and rock star. You know what I mean? Like, and that's when that changed. So he went through a lot of different. When he got to this older age, he went to kind of like being probably more what was organically him when he could be himself.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
So let's play an unseen Lil Wayne clip and then we do the final thoughts.
Dude, come out here and say your room is clean. Everything. Stop smiling at me. Ain't nothing funny, man.
I'm not smiling because it's funny. I'm just smiling because that's the kind of personality I have. Okay. And first of all, the room, which is a presidential suite, there's 2 rooms to it.
I know, man.
Okay, are you gonna let me tell you what I'm trying to tell you? 746 is a room that's ready for you. 744 is not ready yet. It's gonna be 10 minutes before it's ready. There's a door in between. I'm gonna keep the door closed. Okay. You can go in 746.
I'm not going to 746 because I'm fine, sweetheart. Thank you. I'm not going. We paying for that whole room. I want my whole room when I go up there.
Very good. Then it will be about 10 minutes before it gets ready.
Nah, we gonna take everybody out here. We ain't staying here. Okay. We ain't staying here because I'm the boss and the boss room ain't ready. So all of us gotta get the fuck.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
I got it. Fuck that, man.
So you don't want to wait another 10 minutes?
I've been waiting an hour, homie.
Well, I do apologize about that. I didn't have any control of that until now. So I'm trying to help you out as best as I can. So if you give me another 10 minutes, well, I have 2 people actually working on it.
If it was 10 minutes, though, they should be calling down right now saying the room clean. That lady, I just went in the room that you trying to tell me about. She ain't even worrying about cleaning the room. She talking about she can't find shit in there. She looking at us like we done took the shit. We just walked in here, bitch. She talking about certain things are missing. She's not even worrying about cleaning the room. She trying to find things that's missing.
There's 2 people up there right now.
How you gonna tell me I just come out some motherfucker, huh?
I just spoke to them. And if you don't mind, I would appreciate if you turn that off.
Nah, don't turn it off. If we gotta turn it off, we leave. That's for me, man. They want nigga to wait, man. They must be paying for this fucking night, isn't they? I bet you they ain't doing that. I bet you they can't get no complimentary nothing. Nothing. Let me have been a lighter shade. I'd have been all good. I'd have been in somebody. They'd have moved a nigga out their room for me to get in that motherfucker if I'd have been lighter.
Well, and the problem is, Christopher shouldn't have led me to bring him off the bus. I would never took him off where I had him.
I totally understand. I apologize. There was a misunderstanding between the time you got up there and the room.
If you're watching right now, hit that subscribe button and press that notification bell. Know when we go live. Slim, what's your final thoughts?
Oh man, another good show. Man Cave in the building. The hell with Barack Obama. Trump is still my president. And we'll see you on Wednesday night.
For sure. Kamal, what's your final thoughts?
I appreciate y'all having me on the Man Cave. You feel me? Shout out to Slim. Shout out to Doc. Great. Shout out to you, brother. I saw what you was doing today with the clips. You was bigging up Obama like a mug. I feel you, bro. But yeah, y'all go hit that notification bell, the new party, so you know when we go live. Also hit it with a like, a share. If you want to come over on my network, Kamal Johnson Network, y'all go over there. I go live over there at times too. You feel me? Shout out to the chat. Y'all's kind of tame today, except for one nigga. You lucky I didn't get on your neck with your stank ass. But I'm gonna let you live though, bruh. You know who I'm talking about in the chat. But anyway, it was a good show. Obama, real talk, hearing him talk, I'm like, damn, I see how he got us out there to vote and shit. God damn, y'all saw he slipped in some hope in there too. Like, we got a hope. And I'm like, there go the hope word, you feel me? But we kind of onto bro game at this point. It's like, bro, you speak beautifully about nothing, bro. You don't bring nothing to the goddamn table, but you speak so beautifully, bro. God damn. All-Star Week, I didn't watch none of that shit, and I'm glad. I don't want to see a nigga jump over E40 and do a bunch of weak ass dancing. That's not exciting, bro. You like 6'10", bro. You need to do something better. You feel me? And then seeing a nigga fall on his ass from a dunk, that's pathetic, man. But shout out to the NBA. Keep doing your thing. Also, with Trump, you feel me? Trump is hilarious, but sometimes he be speaking at cracker knees. But hey, man, you know, the stock market booming, y'all. Also, with LARussel saying the thing about Lil Wayne, I feel what LARussel was saying, but I'm glad I talked on this panel because I didn't know Wayne was that young when he was doing the blood shit. So shout out to Doc for telling me that. And this is the reason why we had the new party, because, you know, we had different opinions and stuff, but once you sit and listen to somebody, you'll be like, you get a better understanding of stuff. But the thing I don't understand the most is, like, you played that clip of Lil Wayne talk about if he was a shade lighter, but I do remember that nigga say, I don't see races. So I was kind of confused, but hey, at the end of the day, you know, certain people just have certain things and certain outlooks, and when they get hit with certain situations, you know, they opinion might change. But appreciate it for being on here and stuff like that, and everybody have a great ass night.
Doc, what's your final thoughts?
Shout out to all these gentlemen on the panel, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Kamal. Tap in tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Nora will be on here. Great show will be coming up. I think what I took away the most from that Obama interview is me and Slim's exchange that, yo, if you know how to do something, these people in the government, if they know how to do something and they've done it well at a high level, these people need to be working together. And that's not just Trump and Obama. That's the people in the Senate, the people in the House. All of these people work for the American people, and they need to be coming together, using their pool and resources to make this the greatest country. It's already the greatest country. Make this greatest country better. So we need to stop some of the division, and they definitely need to stop the division. They need to drop their egos, and they need to realize that they work for the American people, and they need to do what's best for us, what's best for this country. And that's going to be some hard decisions, but they need to figure a way to work it out.
For sure.
Hey, hold on, Greg. Can you put up Arizona Mamba, his comment? I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Arizona Mamba. Look at Burberry. They're trying to clown in the chat. He talk about me.
The Tupac.
Yeah.
Okay.
You kind of funny, huh? Damn. That's how your mama got 3 ankles, nigga. Shut your ass up. Oh, bitch ass nigga.
For sure. So, like Doc said, come back tomorrow at 8 p.m. We're going to be talking about James Fishback. He's running for governor in my home state, Florida. We're supposed to do an interview with him, but we'll see how that goes. But we're going to talk about him first. So since it's President's Day, here's a President's Day clip.
Day. Why we celebrate and where to experience it. Tomorrow isn't just a long weekend. It's a holiday that started with one president and grew into honoring them all. President's Day began as Washington's birthday, celebrating George Washington, born February 22, 1732. In 1971, the Uniform Monday Holiday Act moved it to the 3rd Monday of February. Over time, it evolved into honoring not just Washington, but also Abraham Lincoln and all U.S. presidents. Originally a day to recognize leadership and national unity, it became a broader reflection on American history. President's Day reminds us of the founding of the Republic, the resilience of democracy, and the idea that leadership shapes history. It is less about politics, more about the story of how a nation was built. Best cities to visit for President's Day. Mount Vernon. George Washington's home offers special events, reenactments, and family-friendly history programs. Lincoln Memorial. Standing beneath Lincoln's statue feels powerful on this day. The National Mall often hosts ceremonies and educational events. Federal Hall. The site where Washington was inaugurated in 1789. A meaningful stop in Lower Manhattan. Mount Rushmore. A symbol of presidential legacy carved into granite. Independence Hall, where the Constitution was debated and signed. A reminder of the presidency's constitutional roots. How to enjoy President's Day with family. Visit a historic site or museum. Watch a documentary about Washington or Lincoln. Read the Constitution or famous presidential speeches. Have a family discussion about leadership and character. Cook a traditional American meal together. For kids, make it interactive. Ask, what would you change if you were president? President's Day is more than sales and long weekends. It's a reminder that history is shaped by people, and we're still writing it. Follow Tourist Trap Truths for places where leadership, legacy, and story come alive.
Before we wrap, I want to take a quick moment to talk about how you can support the new party. We are an independent media platform. No corporate backers, no political handlers, just a collection of voices representing all American viewpoints, especially the stories they don't want you talking about.
I'm disgusted with our government, and it doesn't matter which party you're talking about. I'm disgusted.
We are watching an active genocide. I don't know how else to put it. There are thousands of people getting killed every day.
This is the first time in history that an American cardinal has ever been elevated to Pope. It is legitimately make America great again.
Yeah.
Like, they're fighting for illegal immigrants, not immigrants. Illegal. Like, and they're burning the flag and shit.
Like I always say, it was a great episode. I'm happy with the wins that Donald Trump's.
Like you heard Nora Skeptic say, we're going to keep bringing like different types of content and things that we know people want to see. And like we always show on the new party, always vote.
If you believe Americans can still have civil discourse, even in these polarizing times, we need your help to stay independent and keep growing. You can support us by donating to our GoFundMe page, becoming a channel member, sending a super chat, or grabbing merch from the New Party store. Every donation goes directly toward growing the channel promotion and our upcoming documentary. And as a thank you, donors will receive an exclusive copy of the documentary 1 week before it premieres. Who is the New Party? We're you, your voice, your stories, your America. We can only do this together. So if you're able, please donate and help us get the message out.